In 2008, I was playing centre-half for Barnsley Football Club.
In 2008, I was a committee member of Barnsley Supporters Trust.
Welcome to Oakwell.
And Toby Tightland. If you're a championship side, the last thing you want really in the cup and the glamour of the cup is another championship side. But we drew Blackpool and we were losing that game, and Stephen Foster equalised.
I got a nice goal, which obviously, like I say, was enjoyable, and a backheel goal at that.
Michael Coulson grabbed a late winner for us.
And we kind of scraped through, if I'm honest.
The Seaside on Friday night. Yeah, we got a bad draw. We got Southend away.
You know, you couldn't get much worse. You know, I think it was a night game as well.
Southend on a Friday night is not really your choice. The owner, Patrick Crine, decided that he would put free coaches on for the fans. So we finished up with, you know, between 1,000 and 2,000 fans going down that night. And at the end of the day, it was probably that difference of the fan base that actually got us through that tie.
Campbell Rice scoring an absolute screamer, which was the highlight of the game. Really, there wasn't much else to remember about that one. Giant killers.
Liverpool away, what more could you ask really? You know, one of the biggest sides in Europe.
Couldn't really complain when you draw Liverpool at Anfield. You know, I was buzzing with that one.
Not many Barnsley fans get the chance to go to Anfield. You get the draw and you think, great, we're going to Liverpool, and then it sinks in, and then you think, oh. As the game goes on, Liverpool take the lead. We've got Luke Steele in the goals, who basically only arrived at the club on the previous night. Barnsley fans had never seen him. We'd no idea whether he was a good goalkeeper or a bad goalkeeper.
He's one of those goalkeepers, you know, and you think it's a goal. You know, he made some unbelievable saves.
And then, of course, Stephen Foster got that equaliser.
Obviously, I've seen the goal a few times through replays, and you know, it's obviously one of the highlights of my career. You know, to score against Liverpool at the Cop End. My dad died the year before I came to Barnsley. All the emotion seemed to pour out in that when I scored that equaliser. Dad was born in Liverpool, even though he was a United fan. It was nice to sort of do something, dedicate a goal to him. We were doing okay, and we thought we should have had a penalty just before Brian scored. I think he was still sort of arguing with the referee when the ball kind of came to him.
And he managed to slot it in the bottom corner. And then all hell broke loose, really. They say lightning never strikes twice. Having beaten Liverpool, I don't think we thought we'd have a chance against Chelsea. But as it turned out, I think the Chelsea win was an easier win than the Liverpool win.
If anything, you know, I thought we were the better team.
Just before the Chelsea game, Coyote Odijayi came to the Supporters Trust meeting, and we were giving him a bit of stick because he hadn't scored for about 25 games, and we said it was a nice time to start on Sunday against Chelsea, and he gave a little bit of a chuckle. Martin Devaney went down the right wing and threw it across the box, and Odijayi was up with the goalkeeper.
John Terry and Cavallo, it was playing alongside him. You know, won't forget that game in a hurry. You know, he gave him a real tough time.
The crowd were electric. You know, the thought that we could actually go through to the semi-final of the FA Cup was unbelievable.
And obviously all the fans then coming on and finding it impossible, trying to get back to the changing rooms fully dressed. The tags
go to Wembley.
It was something like I've never experienced before.
Because it was at Wembley, it was almost as if you were watching a TV game. It didn't seem that Barnsley were actually playing in it.
We did okay in the semi-final. You know, Cardiff just pipped us to it.
The only thing that every Barnsley fan remembers about that game was Coyote missing that open net. That was the one great chance we had, and he put it wide of the post.
Scoring in a couple of the games, scoring at Anfield, you know, it doesn't get much better than that.
You think, you know, in my lifetime, that will never happen again. But you never know, you know, the luck's in the draw.